Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, everyone. Welcome, guys. I'll give everyone a few minutes to enter. We look cute or whatever, Mom. I'm so honored. I have my mommykins with me today, and I am super excited. I'm so excited to have you guys join us for National Mammography Day. Woo! Thank you guys so much for coming. We really appreciate you guys coming. To any resident who is joining one of our amazing resident events for the very first time, thank you so much for coming, and welcome to anyone who is joining or coming back to join one of our amazing resident events. Welcome back, and thank you so much for coming. Again, we are celebrating such an important holiday today, and I wanted to really touch on this. Can you get that, Mom? We're going to change this since I am going to actually play this video.
An introduction to basic.
That's an introduction to a mammogram going in the background. I did want to have that playing for any of our ladies who is new to getting their mammograms. It's super important, so that's why I wanted to do this event today. This event has, of course, been brought to you by TI Enrichment Programs. Woo! Shout out to TI for being amazing and creating this wonderful platform for us residents and resident professionals alike. As you guys know, we take this time to get together, touch on various topics. We do all types of fun things, and we really appreciate TI for being so awesome. We do still have some of our virtual events going. However, you guys know you can catch me in person now too. I'm pumped. Tomorrow is National Fetch Day, so I hope to see you guys there. Meet me at the leasing office. You guys have that in your email. And then Sunday, we'll be doing some lovely outdoor yoga. I cannot wait to do that with you guys. So, again, thank you guys so much for coming. I'm going to go ahead and hop into it. Of course, I do have my beautiful mommykins here today because my mom, at this point, is a mammogram pro, okay? She's had her mammogram done for quite some time now, and she actually has some really great stories, which I can attest to. So I wanted to also have her here because my mom has great experience with getting the mammogram and can give us lots of insight, lots of what to expect. And again, based on her own history, share with you guys some information that may seemingly be so frightening, but turned out well in the end. So I'll just start off with, I want to read to you guys all about National Mammography. I told you, my mouth goes every time I try to say mammography. My mouth goes, it doesn't let me get it out. Okay, every year on the third Friday in October, National Mammography Day joins in for the National Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Y'all know that is October, and this is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So Mommy and I wore our pink. Usually, I would be in my TI Enrichment Programs top, but I decided to put on my pink in celebration. What's up, girls? Okay, save the tatas. Okay. We are in celebration mode, so we wore our pink today. Thank you, guys. I hope that you have an opportunity at some point to shed light on Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Today, you can even use the hashtag today, National Mammography Day, and maybe throw on, some pink with your family, and just make sure that you raise that awareness. You guys know that I always discuss how basically it may seemingly not be so big or large activism, but spreading the word, sharing knowledge can be one of the best ways to have some advocacy, is just sharing that information. So remember to call your sister, daughter, mother, grandmother, whomever today, and remind them, aunts, yes, nieces, and remind them, cousins, all of your beautiful female family, friends, loved ones, make sure to remind them, if they haven't already, schedule that mammogram appointment. So again, every year on the third Friday in October, we celebrate National Mammography Day. This day serves as a reminder to all women that the best defense is early detection. A mammogram can often detect a problem before there is any outward physical signs. Cancer is the second leading cause of death in the United States, according to the CDC. The CDC statistics also report that breast cancer is the most common form of cancer diagnosed among women. Screenings and breast exams are part of the early detection process. So again, guys, I always say, if you know better, you do better. When we know better, when we know in advance that something may be a little off, we're able to deal with the problem head on. And I understand that it can be scary. Trust me, as I said, we've gone through a few scares, and we will share that with you shortly. But the best detection is to get early detection. So if we, go get our mammogram regularly, should something be wrong, we can spearhead at taking care of the issue, okay? When you schedule an annual appointment with your physician, make sure a breast exam is completed too. Tell your doctor about any changes. If you or your doctor notice any signs, the doctor can order tests, including a sonogram or a mammogram. Finally, a preventative mammogram is the last line of defense. Today's mammograms offer more vivid detail on the breast tissue. Sorry, on the breast tissue. Sorry, guys. Baseline mammograms are provided around the age of 35 unless family history indicates sooner. The baseline mammogram provides a comparison view for your physician should something develop later down the line. So again, when you're going early and they already have the imagery and that's saved to your file, it's easier to detect. So if I get it at 35 and then I get it again, every year consecutively, everything's fine. And then at 40, there's something that my physician has noticed. They have that comparison to say, okay, something is definitely different here. Let's take a closer look. Let's run some tests and things like that. So guys, if you were wondering how to observe National Mammography Day, you can visit your doctor or call them. Now you have the online, things as well, and set up your mammogram appointment. Encourage loved ones in your life to also schedule a mammogram. Know your family history and share it with your physician. This is very important. The reason being, they do mammograms a little earlier if there is a family history of cancer, sometimes of any sort, not necessarily breast cancer. So you may say, well, I'm cool because we don't have breast cancer history in our family, but we do have a history of cancer, but it's not breast cancer, so I'm fine. No. You need to tell the doctor, yes, I do have a family history of any form of cancer, just to be safe, guys, okay? Some with high risk will need to have their first mammography sooner. Use the National Mammography Day to post on social media, that hashtag, like I said. The history of this holiday, President Bill Clinton actually proclaimed this national day in 1993. Thanks, Bill. So that was great. And then we do have a few Q&As from women who have gone through their annual on. Somehow I still get calls. Drives me mad. Sorry about that, guys, that brief disruption. But here's a few mammography facts. Question someone asked, are mammograms uncomfortable? This woman answered, mammograms can be uncomfortable, but they don't take long to complete. They can also be awkward, but the technicians are professional and do their best to maintain your dignity. Mommy, how about for you?
It was uncomfortable at first, but I guess I've had them for 20 years now at least, so I'm kind of used to it. But yeah, it can be a little uncomfortable. And again, I do think the technicians they're very gentle and try to work with you. So you have a good tech, and it's not bad. And it is a quick procedure.
So there you have it. I know y'all heard us say 40 years and y'all like, what? 40 what? Excuse me. My beautiful mommy is 68. Woo! She looks so good, doesn't she? 68 years young. And yes, she has, as I said, 40 years of experience with the mammograms. So the next question that someone, or more than 40, yeah, over 40 years actually, right?
No.
Wait, 30?
35.
35.
So I had 30 years.
30 years, I'm sorry, 30 years. Okay. What types of mammography are available is the next question. Someone answered, medical providers offer 3 types of mammograms today. First being your conventional mammogram, which this is a traditional form of mammography. It creates film images using low-dose x-rays. So that is the one where you place your breast.
Yes, the technician will place your breast into the machine. This sounds very awkward, and it is very awkward. And they take the photos.
Okay. The next one is the digital mammography. Using a digital chip instead of film, digital mammography records the digital images. We have not used this one, so we would rely on another woman who has used this one to give us more information on it. And then the last one is the 3D mammography. This technology is also called tomosynthesis mammography. As the name suggests, this type of mammography creates a 3D image, allowing radiologists a more detailed view for interpretation. I feel like you had that one.
And yes, I have had that one as well as the sonogram.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. And again, as we read earlier, they will also do a sonogram. Was that for the follow-up after the initial?
Yes.
Right. So
I've gotten a sonogram every time. Every other time, I say. Yes.
And I do want to take this time. So guys, that was just a little bit of the history of today's amazing holiday. Of course, it is super important to us as women to spread this message and ensure that all of our resident friends and family knows that this day exists. You guys, as you know, I love spreading awareness. It's my form of... oh, I lost my light, y'all. Sorry. Sorry. Technical difficulties, you guys. We're still here. We lost our light. Just give me the light. Okay, hold up. Okay, right.
Journey.
No. Look, you guys know I don't have Journey on standby today. Y'all know Journey is the girl behind the camera, and she's always doing an amazing job. So I just messed this up myself because I don't have Journey right here with me. Journey is chilling and talking to her friends. Okay, we're going to not touch that again. Can you see me? Okay, so it's my biggest form of advocacy is spreading awareness. So I hope that you guys will join me in doing so and making sure that you spread the awareness not only today for National Mammography Day, but all this month. Do whatever you can to spread awareness on breast cancer, the most importance of early detection, so that you can combat this issue head on should you have an issue. Now I would like to I'm going to just chat with my mommy, with you guys about our first mammogram. Do you remember how old you were, mommy?
Yes, so I was 35. And I was working in the emergency room. At that time, it was North Arundel Hospital. And I worked in the emergency room as a tech with surgeons. So it was time for my mammogram. I had my mammogram. They sent me to an appointment with the surgeon. So I knew the surgeon. He knew me. So I go in his office. I'm sitting there, and we just kicking the boo-boo, right? Laughing and giggling, and so he's just thinking, oh, he really didn't know why I was there, because I guess he didn't think to pull my chart when they said it was me. It was like, oh, come in. We've been working together for a couple of years now. So after talking and just, like you said, kicking the boo-boo, he's like, so is there some reason, is something wrong? And I was like, I just burst into tears. I was like, oh my God, they seen something on my breast. I had a mammogram, and he was so apologetic because it was like I said, we were in there just kicking it up. So this was the first year that the Surgeon General said if you have a small mass that you must return for another opinion or a sonogram. So of course this is my first mammogram, and I'm terrified. I'm just not even going. I'm hysterical in tears. So I go home to the girls and I'm telling them. So we go for the next sonogram and the sonogram, and it came back. It was just a small mass. It was nothing there. Fine. Everybody's relieved. This went on this is still going on. So I guess like 1 year it may not show up. So they said, well, did you drink coffee that morning? Yes. So that could be what it is. So
it is important for our fellow caffeine drinkers. Mommy and I are coffee people. We love our coffee. We have coffee every morning. It is like our routine. And it is important that our resident friends and family know drinking coffee or other caffeine drinks such as soda. We don't drink soda, but we drink coffee faithfully. And we also drink tea. This can cause what is it?
A mass, a false image.
Yes.
It causes a false image. It can be the reason. So after that, I would say my next mammogram, everything was fine. Thank you. No mass showing, no nothing. 2 years again, here we go again. So now I'm hysterical again. I got the girls, 3 daughters. Everybody's hysterical. They're trying to calm me down. And the thing is, when they send you this letter to say we need you to come back for a follow-up, you're just terrified because the first thing you think, oh my God, I have breast cancer. Oh, is it breast cancer? Oh my God, what did they find? So there we go again. We get it done. Nothing there. Okay, so needless to say, I'm just going to cut to the chase. This has been going on. So I am 68. So I had the first one at 35. This has been going on for 30 years. I had my mammogram last year, and guess what? They found a little mass again. So of course they send me the letters. So by this time, I'm kind of used to it. I'm rather calm now. It's like, okay, it's the same thing. I don't have breast cancer. I'm just going to get the follow-up. So they did the sonogram, and guess what? It's nothing there. So it's very important that you do have your mammogram and that you do self-breast checks as well. And if you have your mate, it's nothing wrong with him doing it for you because... Or her, I'm sorry. So your mate can do that for you or with you as well. And if you notice anything, that any different feeling or lumps or bumps or anything that you never felt before, you should have that checked. So I would say start as early as 30 with your self-mammograms or even 25. It just depends, again, if you have a history of cancer. But thank God we don't have a history of cancer, and thank God I am not cancer. I don't have cancer. There's nothing wrong with my breast, but for 30 years it's been
a roller coaster.
A roller coaster.
A roller coaster.
Like I said, as much as last year, I had to go back again. And it's just like, okay, people. But as I said, I've done.
But mommy goes back every time. So although it can be so terrifying. I get it. It's so important that you go. Do not skip that mammogram. It's, again, crucial. Early detection is everything. So, hopefully it's just the same thing. Hey, you like the occasional Sprite or whatever soda you enjoy, and you may have been a little heavy on the soda, and so you may have had those small cysts that are non-benign, that are cancer-free, but they may show up. As scary as it is, we strongly encourage you guys, strongly encourage you to please, still go. Don't skip that appointment. We understand that it may be weird. Do some breathing techniques. Of course, if you need, or if it makes you more comfortable, because most of the time it does, bring someone in the family with you. Or, if now you can't so much, but
you can't.
That's true. But stay on the phone until, it's time to go into the doctor's office, or until the doctor comes in to see you, or the technician who completes that mammogram, just to keep yourself calm, just to remind yourself that no matter what happens, I've done my due diligence. So should something show up, I am prepared for the fight. Cancer is hard, it's hellacious, it's saddening, it's a horrible thing, but you can get through it. You can beat it. I've seen and witnessed so many people beat it. You can 100% beat it, but the early detection is one of those key factors that we must pay attention to. We can't ignore that, because when we do, we're skipping those appointments and we're leaving it up to the unknown. Just as Mommy just said, we want to go ahead and start those self-exams. There used to be those little tags. They don't give them to us at the doctor's office anymore.
I'm sure you could. You probably can Google it. Everything.
Yeah, everything is right. There's PDFs for it.
You just Google self-breast exam, and it's real simple. You're just lifting your arm up and you're checking your breasts for lumps, and you're doing it on both sides, and it's real simple. So, yes.
So I'm going to go over that. Just like Mommy just said, just Google it. And you can see it's called B as in boy, S as in Sarah, A as in apple. Breast self-awareness is what the acronym is for. Choose a day each month that will be easy to remember and make breast self-awareness a regular part of your good health routine. Breast self-awareness is also important in women with breast implants. So with or without them, you want to just choose a day, mark it on your calendar, put an alert on your phone to make sure that you do the exam on that day. A really great thing to do, again, to also make sure that you're being the best advocate possible, is to invite other females to do the exam on that day with you. Start a group that myself, I'm 38. All of my friends, sisters, cousins, nieces, aunties, mommy, grandma, whomever, put everyone in that group, co-workers, whoever it may be, and let them know, hey, this is the day of the month where we will do our breast, sorry. Oh, wow. I keep doing that, guys. And I don't have no lights on here. Guys, I'm so sorry. Y'all know, listen, I don't know why I let Journey go and hang out. And I know I need my lovely camera girl here, because Journey's the best on this camera thing, okay? I do a little bit bad, as you guys can see. I'm like knocking out the lighting, etc. So please forgive me, guys. I'm good in front of it, but not so much behind it. I'm tearing that up, not on purpose. Okay, so what you want to do is you start out by standing before a mirror and look at both breasts. So you want to be completely nude from the waist up, no bra, nothing there. Go ahead and look at both of your breasts. Check for anything unusual just off of sight first, okay? That could be any type of abnormalities. You notice that the shape is a little different in the left and from the right. Anything of that nature, okay? So we're starting off there. Also, nipple retraction, redness, puckering, dimpling, or scaling of the skin are also key things that you look for when you're doing this self-exam, okay? All discharge should be reported to your doctor. Note the color. So if you have any discharge from your breast of any color, even if it's just clear, you need to, 1, write it down, note the color that the discharge was, and then 2, ensure that you contact your physician and let them know about this. Whether it came from both breasts and whether it came from one or more opening is very important as well when you're doing that self-exam. So let's say you have the arm up and you're looking at it and you touch it and you notice any type of discharge or secretion, you would let the doctor know it came directly from my left breast and my duct close to like my armpit if it was there, or my right breast below the areola if that's where it was. You want to be specific with the doctor of where the discharge came from and the color of it. Okay? And then step B, next you're going to press your hand firmly on your hips and lean slightly towards your mirror. So you want to hand hip and lean into the mirror, okay? So that you can clearly see. Slightly towards the mirror as you pull your shoulders and elbows forward with a squeezing, hugging motion. So you're going to go like this, bring them in, go squeeze, and lean forward, guys, okay? Look for any change in the normal shape of your breasts. So once you do this and you are squeezing them in, should you have a little puckering up here or in here, anywhere, you know, because you're going to be doing it in the mirror, so you'll be able to clearly see. Oh my gosh, child, my nails look terrible. I should not have showed y'all that. Forgive me, guys. But any type of abnormality, no matter what it is, it can be seemingly small. You'll say like, okay, I noticed that, but I'm sure that's not a big deal. I don't need to. No, you do. Any abnormality, any change, if your breast, one looks larger than the other, not like your normal, because no one's breasts are the exact same size, but I feel like we all know our breasts at this point at our age, so we kind of know like, oh, my right's a little bigger than my left. We figure this out over time. But if anything abnormal, so it's not that normal, like one's a little bigger, but one seems to protrude a bit, that's something also that you want to write down and take to your doctor immediately. Looking in the mirror, raise your arms and rest your hands behind your head. So you want to do that so that you can see the underside of your breast. When you're in this position, you can see that underside of your breast to see if there are any abnormalities, as I said, like beneath the areola, or in that region, that you may not notice on a regular basis. If your breasts are, sometimes, you know, our breasts are all different shapes and sizes, but if your breasts are larger and not very perky and they're a little lower, I think that is super important, because you can maybe not notice or tend to ignore that area. So it's super important to make sure that you incorporate that procedure as well. And D, place your left hand on your waist and roll your shoulder forward. And reach into your underarm area. So you want to roll forward, reach into your underarm area and check for enlarged lymph nodes. And those are the small glands that fill with fluid when you have an infection. So when you feel around in there, feel in there good and see if you have any abnormalities, any type of swollen lymph nodes. I actually have, oh my gosh, suffered for years with, I just learned like the name of it, but it's basically where you have like repeated ingrown hairs, which sometimes leave you with scar tissue. They can get really bad sometimes. I've had to have them surgically removed because they've gotten so bad. So again, it may just be that. Don't automatically go to the negative. Always remain positive, but make sure that you write this information down and you take it to your physician immediately. Again, it's all about early detection. Do not allow fear to stop you from fighting for yourself, because the fight is your own. You can do this, but don't allow that fear to take over. As we all know, fear can stop us from doing every and anything, accomplishing our greatest goals. So if you feel something, don't necessarily go to the negative, think positive thoughts, pray to whomever it is that you worship, do a healthy, happy habit to bring yourself into a calm space, and take note of what you felt and exactly where it is so that you can create an appointment as soon as possible to show the doctor that, okay? An enlarged node would feel like a corn kernel on a bean. Okay, guys? So it'll feel like a corn kernel on a bean. So when you're feeling in there, you know, you want to feel for something that feels slightly as described. Also check the area above and below your collarbone on the right side. So your collarbone, you also want to check beneath there because, and above there, because sometimes those lymph nodes also can become swollen, also can have those like bean on kernel types of lumps there. And again, if we don't know, it can 100% go unnoticed because it's not always visible. But when you feel and you're doing those motions, you may be able to, you know, capture something if it is there. And again, even if it is there, guys, my biggest thing that I hope I can get through to you guys today is do not panic. Bring yourself back to a calm place. Make sure you write it down. Deep breath. Yes. No, we love those breathing exercises. Bring yourself back down. Calm yourself. Write it down. Call the physician and fight. It is okay. Again, it's not always cancerous. It's not. As we said, mommy has been dealing with it for 30 years now. I've been there for all those times and freaked out and cried and hit the floor. And the second go around, when she goes back, they're like, oh, never mind. And we're like, never, what? Okay, we don't know how to feel. But we have to remind ourselves, which mommy has done such a great job of now, every year now, to remain in a calm place and to understand that it's so necessary to get it done. And even if they do find that same little bugger that's been hanging out all this time, like, hey, y'all, he come when he want, he pop in and out like, hey. And then sometimes he'd be like, I'm going to chill. I'm going to relax. No, go ahead and enjoy your day, you know. We still, I've watched my mom and so many times go that it's given me the strength to not be afraid and to understand that, hey, it may be something, but it may be not. Not a reason to skip it, though. Not out of fear. Okay, guys?
And I just wanted to say that I never felt anything during the exam. So it is important that you get your mammogram so it can be detected, because I never felt anything. And this little cyst that they find every 3 to 4 years is the size of an eraser head or smaller. So you may not be able to feel that. So it is important that you have your mammogram. But also it is important that you do your self-breast check.
Yes, and especially for our younger ladies that aren't necessarily getting their mammograms yet. They say, well, I'm not of age yet. That's absolutely fine. But this self-breast exam can still put you on the road to getting used to, getting in a habit of checking your breast regularly and get you prepared for, you could kind of practice in the mirror being in front of that tech and having her place your breast there. And I think that with, like my mom said, the techs are always super professional. I think that just having a tech with good conversation sometimes can make all the difference. My old doctor, love him so much, a family doctor of ours, he has since now retired, but he's a male, and he did my breast exam, and he was always so good at rolling into it that I forgot that he was doing it, because we were talking and just going over everything, and he was really funny, and he took care of my oldest, so we would begin to just have a great conversation, which would completely take my mind off the fact that he was examining my breast. So I think that that's one of the key things too, is having those great technicians. We thank the lucky stars for having these wonderful people who are able to kind of take your mind off of it so that you're not freaking out the whole time, or you're not like feeling awkward, because they have great conversation and they connect with you on other things. So it's like, oh, you got my breast in your hand? No big deal. We're somewhere else. We're conversing so well that we're not even thinking about that. So E is raise your left arm. Use the pads of 3 fingers, on your right hand though. On your right hand to examine your left breast. Use 3 levels of pressure. You want to do a light, and then a medium, and then a firm, where you're really pushing a little firmer as you are doing this so that you can feel for anything, like mommy said, her cyst that shows up when it feels like it, is so small, smaller than the tip of the eraser on your pencil. So sometimes you cannot feel those. So again, it's super important to still get your mammogram. But sometimes if it is a little larger, a mass, that may be a little larger in size, you can feel it and detect it on this self breast check. So when you do that, again, should you find anything, you want to write it down, contact your physician immediately, and let your physician know. Check your breast area using a set pattern. You could choose 1 to do it in lines, 2 to do it in circles, which I've always done. Mom has always taught me circles. That's what I've always done. Or 3 in the wedges. So, whichever one, try it out. See what feels good. See what feels comfortable. And whichever one, you can stick to that routine. So when you do lines, you want to start the beginning at the outer edge of your breast and move the finger downward using a circular motion until they are below the breast. Then move your fingers slightly towards the middle and slowly back up. So that is starting at the region of the edge where your underarm is almost meeting, and going down and then feeling under, firmly coming back up, going down again. Sorry, I have on a bra, so it's not, but I'm just trying to give you guys the idea, and bringing those fingers right back up. So that is the line motion. You want to do this a little firmly so that you can feel when you're doing that. As you're going down, you can feel into your breast and feel that tissue. Okay, this is the one that I usually do. Circles, beginning at the outer edge of your breast. Use the flat part of your fingers. So the flat part of your fingers, moving in circles slowly around the breast. Gradually make smaller and smaller circles toward the nipple. Be sure to check behind the nipple as well. So again, we're starting here and moving in this rotation. It's not going so smoothly because, as I said, I have a bra on, of course. So, but the point is, you are going to do this on a circular motion around the entire breast, getting closer and closer, nice and tight. You don't want to do it really, like, you want to take your time and actually go around the breast. And then once you do reach your nipple area, you want to feel behind the nipple, because mass sometimes hide behind there, and if we don't get into that area, we will not know. And then part 3, the third option are those wedges that they were speaking of. I've never actually done wedges, but this says start at the outer edge of the breast and move your fingers toward the nipple and then back to the edge. So you would use the 3 fingers, and you would start up, bring it down to the nipple, bring it back up. Then you would scoot over slightly, maybe just an inch, down to the nipple, bring it back up. And you would continue to do so throughout your entire breast. So almost creating, that. Again, guys, this information can be found. This chart is easily attainable and comes in PDF form right on Google. Again, it's that BSA, the BSA is what it's called. And it's so that we are aware of how to properly do this. Now, for this one, for the wedges, it says you should not lift your fingers while feeling the breast. So do not remove the hand. Keep your hand directly placed on your breast. So as you come back out, bring it back in, and then back out and bring it back in, and go down, same thing, back in. You want to continue to leave your fingers on your breasts. And the reason being, of course, if you lift your hand and something moves, you may miss that too. So you want to make sure that you do this. Whatever method you choose, make sure to cover the entire area. Super important. Do not lift the fingers with any of these self exams. Make sure that you are checking the entire breast. Get your partner involved. Allow them to assist you. And if you're same sex, great, you can do it for each other. But allow your partner to assist you in this so that they are also very informed. And again, no matter what sex your partner is, they can spread the awareness too. We can do it for each other. Okay, guys?
I just want to say also, if I have annual physicals, and my doctor always does the breast exam on my annual physical, so that's a plus as well. If you get your annual physical, your doctor should be doing the breast exam for you as well, and it's similar to what Empress just discussed, that type of procedure.
Okay, so it says make sure to cover the entire area, including the breastbone, collarbone, upper chest area, and bra line. Pay special attention to the area between the breasts and the underarm itself. Feel for any unusual lump, mass, or thickening under the skin. Again, that thickening under the skin. Again, you may do the underarms and say like, oh no, it feels fine. But if you feel a difference in the skin as you're doing that, you may want to take your hand and not squeeze, but feel and see like, oh wait, is there a thicker patch of skin there? Because that can also be an indicator that you need to contact your physician and let your physician know. Again, write that down and let them know. I noticed when doing my self breast exam that I had this patch of thicker skin under my armpit, left or right, upper area, lower area, left or right, closer to the back or closer to the breast, wherever it may be. Make sure that you document this and let the doctor know. Again, if you're like me and you have, I'll just say I'm a woolly mammoth. Child, I'll get it from my dad. I'm extremely hairy, and I get ingrown hairs. So I do have areas of my body where I've had thickening of the skin, which has come from, unfortunately, having such horrible ingrown hairs that it's developed a little cellulitis. Again, I've had to have it surgically opened, all of that good stuff. So even if you have these, again, it may not be cancer, but what it is something that's noteworthy, something that you should contact your physician about regardless. Okay, guys? Last one, F. Lie flat on your back with your left arm over your head and a pillow or folded towel under your left shoulder. This position flattens the breast and makes it easier to examine. This is true. I do like this one. I always do the circles in the shower because it's kind of normal, but I've done laying on your back, and you can feel once the breasts are flattened out a bit because you're in that posture, you really can feel deeply inside of your breast, where standing upright, it's not as in depth as how much you can really get in there and feel. And I've also done that while nursing to break up ducts too. Sometimes all of my mommykins who have maybe nursed know how that can be. Sometimes when you get a little, right, you get a little engorged. This method also helps with that. So use the same motion described in step E. Okay, so you're still going to do that wedge when you're in that position. And again, I would recommend doing that laying flat on your back, because it will make all the difference. You'll notice like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know. Like, you'll reach a whole nother part of your breast you didn't even know exists, child. So do so. Some women like to use body lotion in this step. Nothing wrong with that. If you have, I would recommend using maybe some lavender oil, jasmine oil, things that are going to, through aromatherapy, put you in a good mental space. Things that are going to make you feel good. That aromatherapy is going to calm you and bring you into a really relaxed state, so that you can take the time, put on some jazz or some lovely music. And in this way, sorry about that. And in this way, you're in a nice calm state and you're taking the time to do this self-exam, guys, okay? Many women prefer to do steps D through F in a bath or a shower. That's me. I like doing it in the shower. I don't know. I think that early on, between my mom and the physician, they used to give you these door tags, and we would have them hanging in the shower or on the door or wherever in our home. And it would just give you the boop, 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 like 1, 2, 3, don't forget to do your exam today, da, da, da. And it was like super informative and really nice because you had that step-by-step guide. And as you guys can see what I just read, it is super simple to do so and can be life-changing for us women. It is so important, you know, save the tatas. We want to encourage you guys greatly to take the time to not only very early on in your 20s or early 30s to start doing that self exam, shower, bathtub, laying down in the mirror with a spouse, with a friend, family member, however it makes you comfortable. If you do feel something too, I think it's very important that that best friend, your mom, your sister, your cousin, whomever it is that you're closest with that you feel comfortable, maybe have them come in too to assist you in this if you don't feel like you're doing this your best and they have more experience. I'm blessed enough to have my mom that has all this experience, so if I ever feel something, you already know, and be like, Mama, I'm telling Mom to come in and help me and see, you know, maybe what's going on. Did I just kind of fool myself in that motion, or is there something actually there? Thank you guys, and I want to say thank you, Mommy.
You're welcome. I just have one more comment. So as far as the actual mammogram and you're putting your breasts into the machine, they say that women with the larger breasts, it's less painful. So I am the woman with the larger breasts. So
we are the women with the larger breasts.
The women, so I don't know, but they say it's when your breast is smaller, it's because of the manipulation of the breast into the actual machine. So I
be a little discomfort.
It could be a little discomfort, but it's a lifesaver. So
it is a lifesaver.
Everyone, get your mammograms,
yes,
and stay safe, stay healthy, and
yes,
stay well.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you, Mommy. And guys, if you are on your self-awareness, self-health journey, for all of our women out there, our resident friends and family who are watching and joining us today, this is a part of self-love. This is a part of self-health and awareness, and it is so imperative to have this done for early detection. As always, guys, look, I just say Mommy because this is my mommy, and I'm 38 years old, 38, and I call my mom Mommy. What's up? Because some people think I'm weird. They be like, you call your mom Mommy? Yeah. What else would I call her? She's my mommy. Hello? My babies still call me. I know my babies will still call me Mommy when they get older, too. Sometimes I'll shorten it and just say Ma, but I'm always mommying it up. We can be in the grocery store, Target, wherever, and I'm Mommy, looking for my mom, and people are looking at me like, I know this grown woman. I'm almost 40, and I call my mommy because that's who she is. However, for you guys, y'all not allowed to call my mommy. No, just joking. Y'all can call my mommy too. I share my mommy. But my mommy's name is Tasha. She's so beautiful. 68 years old, looking this good, all through self-care, self-love. So that's why I asked my mom to join us today, because I feel like, here you go, a prime example of, hey, she's had several scares, for 30 years straight, and yet she has always continued to get her regular mammograms, do her follow-ups, and everything necessary for early detection, just in case. Okay, guys? As always, my name is Empress. I'm your resident enrichment ambassador for the SouthRidge community, and this event has been brought to you by TI Enrichment Programs. Woo! We thank you so much for joining us today. I hope that you guys learned something new. Feel free to share this video with the people that you love, male and female alike. make sure that you share this so that they have the information, so that they are strapped with the tools of knowledge to make a difference in someone else's life. Biggest form of advocacy is awareness. So we are spreading it today, and we encourage you to spread it throughout your family, friends, and loved ones. Again, guys, y'all already know, even though this event about to end, what we gonna do, Ma? Click it, click it, click it. Hey, click the link below. Click, click, click. Click the link below. Okay, guys, click that link below and fill out that post-event survey. You know what I'm saying? Like, I came, I saw, I conquered. Had a great time with Empress and Mommy. And give us your feedback. We would love to connect with you as always. For that feedback, you can win a $50 gift card. Woo!
Free money.
Free money, free money. Free money, free money. Win that free money, y'all. Save the tatas for free money. Who doesn't love some free money? I love free money. Child, I wish I got free money. Girl, wish I got some free money. I mean, if y'all don't want it, you know what I'm saying, y'all can slide it to me. I'll take it. So make sure you complete that post-event survey. It'll take you maybe 1.5 minutes tops. Again, it means the world to me, to Empress, and to Mommy, and to TI Enrichment Programs. They are amazing for giving us this wonderful platform to ensure that we can connect with you guys, both in person and online. So click that link, fill out that event survey as soon as this ends, and get your $50, boo. I will see you guys tomorrow morning for National Fetch Day. I'm so excited. Please bring out all of your furry babies. I want to play with their little babies. Oh, hello, doggies. I want to play with your dogs, please. Bring those babies out. Let's play some wonderful fetch tomorrow. Check your email. Make sure you are there. Be there or be square. And your puppy is not going to like it, okay? Because I done talked to the dogs, okay? And the dogs told me they're trying to come out for some fetch. So mommy, daddy, auntie, uncle, granny, whoever has that furry baby tomorrow, bring them out. We're going to exercise with those babies with some fun fetch. And then I'll see you guys on Sunday for some yoga out in the grass. Thank you, guys.
I'll be there for the
yes,
yoga
Mommy
and
will be
fetch.
there for yoga and fetch day. So we look forward to connecting with you once again. Guys, take good care of yourself. Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye.
everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.